Tennessee. All right. And look, there's a couple ways to look at this. Now, we know Jeremy Pruitt got fired from Tennessee. They fired him with cause. When you read, they had over 200, infractions from the NCAA, 18 level 1 violations, which is a record, which fits right in with the Fulmer Cup, but I'm not going to get into that. But this is why you need to be proactive when things like this happen. They got rid of the coach. All right, they self-imposed scholarship sanctions. They did the homework and they did the due diligence and got out ahead of this. Now, they were given an $8 million fine, which is going to end up being closer to $9 million. But when you look at the money they saved because they were able to fire Jeremy Pruitt with cause, and let's not act like Tennessee doesn't have money. Tennessee has a ton of money. They have a Navy that shows up before the games outside on the water. Tennessee's not hurting for money, but they're going to get fined close to $9 million. But what hurts the most, and I'm not quoting Rascal Flatts here, I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
I love it, to be honest.
Yeah, and it hurt. Is there will see a total reduction of 28 scholarships, and on 5 years probation. You don't have to be a math magician, to figure out that somewhere a little bit over 5.25 a year. There's other ways you can finagle it. You don't have to do it, evenly each year. And there's ways you can get around it, right? You can, a kicker and punter on scholarship. One guy saves you a scholarship. Walk on long snapper. Just see all across the country. A lot of guys are good enough to long snap and walk on at Tennessee. And then other people say, well, you can use NIL money to supplant some of those scholarships. Haven't really seen that situation pop up yet. I don't know how that would be handled, even though at the end of the day, the NCAA is losing more power by the second. But the thing, if you're a Tennessee fan, you feel good about it, right? No bowl ban. No bowl ban, eligible for the postseason. That's great. That's always the thing that scares you the most as a fan when you start hearing probation. Because remember, probation used to mean you're not playing in the postseason, which is absolutely devastating. But when you're Tennessee, and you see what's going on at Georgia, right? You see what's going on around the country, and you just had that big year to elevate yourself up. You need every bullet in the chamber. And that's not even to mention the style offense you run. You can't be losing scholarships on defense and depth when you run an offense that goes at warp speed. Yeah. And if you go 3 and out 3 or 4 times in a row, you guys are absolutely gassed like an Exxon. So to me, David, when I look at this, yeah, you escaped, you got out, but there's some cuts and bruises.
There are cuts.
A little bit.
There are more cuts considering that every other SEC fan around the country was talking about how this is just a slap on the wrist and Tennessee got off. I mean, the scholarship reduction is significant.
It's a big deal.
Now, like you said, the $8 million fine, I think Tennessee's fine with that. I was happy to see no bowl ban, right? Because of what you said. Tennessee went ahead and proactively took care of this issue after firing Jeremy Pruitt. So why punish the kids who are on the team now and punish the kids who you're recruiting moving forward? If this proves to be a habitual problem with the program rather than just one head coach, then yes, come down heavy on them next time or when you have further evidence. But until you have that, don't punish these kids on this team for not being able to go to a bowl game when you've already taken care of business by firing the head coach who was in charge.
Are you ready to boost your testosterone and get your old self back? Well, our sponsor, Nugenix Total T, is offering a complimentary bottle when you text 231231 and enter the keyword Crain. Blaine, you've been using it, and it's been working.
Look at me right now.
Look at him.
Look at me right now.
I'm
about to flex and bust out of this. I'm out here trying to earn a scholarship. No, it works. Just from an everyday energy standpoint, you're where you're supposed to be. You can get up in the morning. You feel right. Just have the energy to go through the day. And I'm telling you, it really pays off. Just 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're supposed to be dead. It's a long day at work. Next thing you know, you're blowing and going, baby. That's what it gets done.
You're out lifting cars.
Yeah.
Throwing bars.
How far after when you started taking it were you feeling back to the
I'd say about a week and a half.
Okay.
A week and a half is really when I started. Because there was a time there I was just drained every day getting up in the morning. I was like, what is going on? I just don't feel right. I'm complaining about stuff that I shouldn't be complaining about. So then I started taking it. You wake up, working out. I'm feeling great. It changed your entire mindset and mood and just have the energy to get through the day.
For sure. And look, it's the #1 doctor-recommended testosterone boosting brand. And that's why Blaine has insane muscles, okay? And then we all do.
Down 17 pounds.
All right? And look, there's some people that are jealous out there. There's some peanut butter and jelly.
I mean, I was just sitting next to the guys who are on an infomercial about losing the amount of weight. Y'all combined lost 100 pounds or something like that?
Yeah, we lost.
You don't even eat anymore.
We lost a fat 12-year-old.
Yeah, y'all did.
Basically, the way it's looking right now. But right now, like I said, you can get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T when you text 231231 and enter keyword Crain. Get a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest and most powerful fat incinerator ever. Yeah, it works. With key ingredients to help you lose weight fast and get lean even faster. Absolutely free. So text 231-231 and enter keyword Crain. That's 231-231, enter keyword Crain. Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates apply. Number one doctor recommended brand by primary care physicians based on an independent survey conducted by IQVIA 2022. They're not vacating any wins that Josh Heupel has had. And if you're, Blaine, if you're Josh Heupel, it's just, I know the scholarships hurt, but at least now it's gone. The dark clouds are gone. We're free. We're out here. We're just roaming around. It's like the sound of music. You're just up on a mountain in the Alps just dancing, just hoping Joe Milton develops some touch.
I got PC principal in my office right now, rubbing papers together. I'm pissed.
Oh, I like that.
I'm super pissed when it comes to Josh. Could it have been worse? For sure.
You're pissed if you're Josh?
I'm pissed. Well, I'm pissed that this happened. They're taking my scholarships away. What did I do? I'm standing outside the NCAA with a sign that says, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm doing. The thing about it, I've always been one of those guys where if you're going to do something like this, I mean, you better win. All right, you better win. Even if they vacate the wins. Look, I'll sacrifice the national championship for 30 in the next 5 years. All right, I'll do it. I'm not afraid to sit up here and say it.
So you'd rather win the Natty
Urban
right
Meyer this
now?
whole situation.
Yeah.
100% I will. It sucks for Tennessee, but I think it could have been worse. They'll be fine. I mean, they need to be more worried about Joe Milton, a quarterback.
Yeah, we're going to continue to monitor this thing and see how it affects them. But again, I think the biggest thing for Tennessee fans and for Josh Heupel is it's in the past now. We'll deal with it. And I did see one thing where, and this was a story that I saw, I don't know if this is true or not. It was actually from a pretty legitimate source. They said that when the NCAA asked Jeremy Pruitt about a $300 payment, he cited he was thinking of George Floyd at the time. Can you imagine using that excuse? Man. And again, I don't know if Jeremy really did that. But if that's true, come on, dog.
Yeah.
For real. So that's my best.
Okay.
Because I know Tennessee fans are just glad to be done with it. Hey, YouTube, appreciate you checking us out. Do us a favor. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video if you like it. Best way to keep us growing. We appreciate you.